It's time for another double shot. This time, we're taking a look at what people come to us for. And maybe people at home can answer this question as well. When someone goes up to you and they ask you for advice or help or something, what is it normally?
Like, what do you mean? Like here at work or just any time in life? Like, what am the questions I'm being asked?
Yeah, because I feel like our personalities will generate or elicit the same kind of questions or requests for help.
It's unfortunate for me. Yeah. The thing that I'm asked to do most, unfortunately, is my kids have young kids, and so they're still asking me to like wipe their butts. Is that an answer? Like somebody asking me to wipe their butt?
I mean, if it's just the kids, I hope it's not adults or coworkers.
Do you know how many butts that I wipe every morning? It's more than my own.
How old are your kids?
Well, they still need help. You know, it's just like every kid learns at their own speed. So I have, it's just something I'm still doing.
Here's a tip: introduce bidets as early as humanly possible.
That's a great idea, actually. I've heard
100% should.
I've heard wonderful things. No, my kids are teenagers. Let's show it. They're not teenagers. They're very young.
22 years old.
They're very young. They're like, still very young kids.
So for me,
What's for you, Jason?
People come to me often how to frame criticism and how to be direct.
It's very different than wiping a butt.
It is very different, but it is also matching my personality because I like nothing more than offering criticism to people.
What does that mean, frame criticism? Like when somebody wants to call someone a name or
call someone out for, not doing what you expect them to do, whether we're talking about work or, how to communicate more directly with people when you've got an issue. And that's the funny thing. No one ever comes to me and says, hey, give me some idea on what I can do to brighten the day of some individual.
Give me some life advice on improving.
It is never that. It is always, I have to break up with someone, or I'm upset because they're not texting me back, or someone's not working the way that they're supposed to. How do I frame it? And I always give the same advice, which is I'm super, super, super direct.
Yeah.
Just be blunt if you have to.
So it's people who are upset with conflict. Like they don't want to, they're passive aggressive and they don't want to deal with it. So they just don't want to deal. And then you just say, just get in there. Are you a passive aggressive person?
I'm pretty direct. I can be passive aggressive, but I do that intentionally sometimes.
Yeah, no, I know you do.
I'm not naturally.
This is a little behind the.
I know you do.
But I was just setting you up so you can tell me who you were. But I was dealing with a personnel issue here at work, and I was trying to figure out like what's the best response here as a person who we find ourselves in charge of people sometimes, and what's the best response to that? Like how do I deal with something that I'm seeing that I want dealt with? And your response was be really passive aggressive and figure out a way to ostracize them to the point where they just can't stand it anymore. And I was like, I don't know if that's like the best management tact, but
it works with some people.
Seems to work.
Did you do it?
I did not. I tried a different approach.
Did it work?
No, I just ignored it. And
that sounds
and
like
I put up with it because it's still going away. I mean, it's still happening. So it didn't get dealt with.
But see, my advice in particular situations is for specific situations. It's not my advice to you might not be the same advice I give someone else in a similar position.
Okay.
I take all in all.
You take all things into account. Yeah. So with me, it was like, all right, you just need to
try the passive aggressive thing, and then a week from today, we'll do another video about how.
I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay, there you go. We'll see you next time.